So, does this mean that Paul expected Jewish believers to reject the law entirely? I think he'd reply no, not at all. What he opposes rather is any attempt to either to impose Jewish specific elements onto Gentiles, and any view that would place confidence in mere flesh's ability to fulfill the law's true requirements in any depth. Conclusion. So, is the Paul of faith a myth compared to the Paul of history? Can we fit a matchstick between the popular Christian tradition and the historically evidenced man? I believe we can. Paul was not an innovator of a new religion, trying to start a new religion, nor did he disown his prior faith and people, but rather he took a new, radically new direction in what he considered his messianic faith that had thoroughly Jewish roots. Was he against the law? No. Rather, he emphasized the eschatological fulfilling of the law through the death and resurrection of the Messiah and the giving of the Spirit. Again, Romans 8:3-5. Did Paul seek to create a breakaway movement from Judaism? No. He stressed the natural continuity for Jews in Christ. Romans 9:5. The Gentiles are the wild branch grafted into the natural inheritors, Israel. Romans 11. Paul shows no signs of Lutheran anxiety over his ability to keep the law. He's not a primitive Protestant reformer in that respect, and yet I suggest he is in critical dialogue with issues over the law and clearly differentiates between the person who tries to keep the law, even with success at one level, and the person who gains a new kind of righteousness. Incidentally, this chimes right into some of the things that Jesus said to the Pharisees, isn't it? I can't remember which gospel it is now, where he says, unless your righteousness exceeds that of the Pharisees, you should not enter the kingdom of heaven. So there's a kind of legal surface righteousness where you tick the boxes, but there's a different inner righteousness. I think that's what Paul is talking about here. There are aspects of Luke's account that we might think somewhat dramatically enhanced, for example, the extent of Paul's persecutions, or gently smoothed out, Paul's run-in with Peter, although we have seen that on the whole a case can be made for Luke's general reliability as a historian, even if we are left with some puzzles which are hard to relate to Paul's data, or lack of. In short, yes, the difference between the myth and the man is clear, but must not be exaggerated.